HSN have offered the Fire tablet. You have loved it, and we love that we can continue to bring the newest and latest and greatest, which is what this is. So this is the 10-inch, and I'm holding it kind of as wide as my hands will go because a 10-inch is so much bigger than your regular cell phone. So if you are shopping, if you are sending an email, if you are watching or streaming movies, on a 10-inch, it's gonna be really comfortable for you to do that, unlike on a traditional, let's say, cell phone, which is kind of tiny. You're gonna love the ease of use, the fact that this is the Amazon Fire 10-inch tablet, but this is their latest and greatest. This is the one that came out in this year, in 2021. It just came out about 2 months ago. It's the 11th version of this tablet, and you are getting it for less than $100. But not only are you getting the tablet, which by itself should cost about $150, you're also going to get a voucher for a case. And the voucher, it's not just any case. I'm not saying pick a blue case or a red case. You get a voucher to customize your own case. That voucher would be almost $30 on its own. And then you get a couple of other entertainment suite vouchers so that you can really have even a lot more fun with your Amazon Fire tablet. Now, when I say the customizable case, it's a company called Caseable, and it allows you to, with that voucher, you let them know what you want on your case, whether you could choose one of their colors or prints or designs, or if you want to send in a picture of your loved ones or your favorite pet, or maybe it's your brand name or logo or your company name or logo, maybe it's your university. You could send in that and they will customize a case for you. That comes along with this offer. And those are all fun extras, but the star of the show is your Amazon Fire tablet. We're gonna jump in with all the details. Joe Harrison is joining us to kind of take us through. And Joe, as I'm holding on to the latest and greatest, it's no wonder that everyone worldwide loves the Amazon Fire tablet.
You're right, and considering this, like you mentioned, just literally came out, if you can go to Amazon, it is $149 to get it. It blows my mind, Tamara, because a lot of people were sending me messages saying, is this the refurbished one of the previous version? Nope, this is brand new, straight from Amazon, the absolute latest edition. And there's so many advantages when you get this latest edition. Tamara's telling you about how big that screen is, that 10-inch high definition screen. Well, they made the screen brighter. It makes it easier to see, less eye fatigue on you. There's actually 2 million dots that are on this screen that are refreshing themselves to make it look like you're watching a television right here, because so many of us use this as our TV. With 1080p resolution, this is probably a very similar resolution to that big TV that's sitting in your living room, but now you're truly portable with it as well. So not only have that bigger, better display on there, it's also super thin. So this is one of the thinnest and lightest Fire tablets in the 10-inch size that we've ever offered from Amazon. But what's gonna drive this experience, even though it's super thin, there's an octa-core processor, and this just blows my mind when I start talking about this technology, because with octa-core, it's like it has 8 brains or 8 engines. Now, most tablets only have 2 cores or 2 engines. You're lucky if we have quad core, which is 4 cores or 4 engines like you're seeing on the screen. But what happens is we're doing so much with our tablets, they start to get jammed up. The apps start to running slow. Now it's like you have 8 lanes of traffic, 8-lane highway, 8 brains working at once. It is incredible how flawless the Amazon experience has been. And there are tablets that are 3 and 4 times the price that only have a dual-core processor. This is my first that's ever had an 8-core processor. Very impressive there. The other thing about having this too is that it really has that all-day battery life. As a tablet, when you have a strong processor, the more and more you use it, the shorter the battery life is going to get. This is now up to 12 hours of battery life, which really means that this is going to last all day long for you. And so not only do you have the power, now you've got the all-day battery. Tamara, this also has a new type of glass. Now, I'm going to try not to mess this up, but it's called alumina silicate glass. Now, that's a fancy word for meaning they made this new type of glass to where, have you ever heard somebody drop their phone and you hear that smack and you're like, that screen is busted. There's no way you're recovering from that. This, with that new type of glass, you just keep dropping it.
Oh my gosh.
And it is fine. So as a parent, you know, it doesn't matter if you spend $5, $10, $100 on something for your kids. When they do that, you're like, you just broke that, and I just bought it for you.
Yeah.
But when you have the durability that the Fire tablet can provide, you know, it really gives you that better experience. So Tamara, all around, from the speed to even the external components, it's all been upgraded with this latest version.
Joe, I know about that glass. I know that Amazon has has designed that here for that reason. My heart still drops a little bit when I hear you drop it, and it's just that refreshing. Oh gosh, everything's okay. That it's not broken. Now, I'm not encouraging you to throw it across the room. That's not what we're saying. But just for those everyday, it just happens. Sometimes it just happens to slip out of your hand. You're not worried in that way. Just so you know, what you're choosing today is just the color of the tablet itself. We've got it in olive, this dark olive, and we also have it in black. And that's it. You choose which one you want. You get the voucher to have your own customized case, and then you get the vouchers for the other entertainment apps that can come right along with it. But it's a really easy decision. It's Amazon. It is a tablet that they didn't create it today. It's not something that, they said, it's not an unknown company that said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna create a tablet. Amazon has continued to innovate, and they continue to make it easy and user-friendly, and that's what you're gonna love about this as well. Like I said, if you were gonna go to Amazon and buy this exact tablet today, right now, you're spending $150 more and you're only getting the tablet. You get all of the extras with us. So I love that. I love that long battery life and that ease of use. And even the fact, Joe, so this one is 32 gigabytes, but you also have a way to expand that memory.
You're right.
So you're not locked into, I only have 32 gigabytes, so I'm gonna have to delete things in order to store more things. That's not the case. Can you talk about that?
Sure. Normally it comes with 32 gigabytes worth of space, but that little door that Tamara was showing you right on the side, you can add up to 1,000 gigabytes of storage. So you're talking really years and years of use. And that's the great thing about having a tablet that's expandable. There are a lot of tablets that are out there where once you fill up the memory, the only way to get more memory is you go out and buy another tablet that has more memory to it. This one, you can add those memory cards to them. It's a very inexpensive way because the hardware is going to be great. Just need a little extra memory, no problem there. You can easily do that. But the other thing too is, if you've ever used another tablet, whether it's an Android or an Apple tablet, maybe you've never used an Amazon tablet before, but all these devices have app stores, and that's where you really find all of your entertainment. And the App Store from Amazon is really one of the biggest ones that I've seen. And it has all of our favorite stuff. So if you're into just watching movies, there's Netflix, there's HBO, there's Hulu, there's Amazon Prime, obviously you can watch on here as well. So you have all your movies that you can watch. If you're into social media, there's Facebook, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, so you can chat with your grandkids on Snapchat. All that stuff is on here too. Now, if you're a gamer, there's Candy Crush, there's Minesweeper, there's also Clash of Clans. So it has all the different games that are available for you. But the thing is, it's just on a faster, sharper, better screen too. And if you've ever had an Amazon product in the past, or maybe an Echo, you know there's a voice assistant. That is also built in here, but it's hands-free, which gives you a unique experience, especially when you use it on a tablet. So all I have to do is say, Alexa, what's the weather today? She knows exactly where I'm located. It's going to give me the exact forecast, fills the screen, makes it easy to see exactly what the forecast is. But because this is a tablet, this has something called show mode, where it actually takes a lot of the apps and makes a visual display to make it easier for you. So watch this. Alexa, find me a chocolate chip cookie recipe. Now, I'll have all these different recipes she's going to find out. If I click on any one of these recipes, it's going to go hands-free, step by step. So now I'm making the recipe and my hands are dirty. I don't have to touch the tablet. Alexa actually goes through step by step, making it easy for you. That's something I've only seen on the Fire tablets. Another nice thing is, let me hit this button real quick. Alexa, open Netflix. A lot of times you download a lot of programs, download a lot of apps. You lose track of where everything is. Here, I'm just asking her, open up Netflix, and because I'm already logged in, Netflix pops up. That simple, that easy. So now I can watch a great movie. But did you notice it was one to the next to the next? It wasn't me asking a question, let's wait 30 seconds and then get the response. She's instantly knowing everything that I want to do because you've got that fast octa-core processor. We've also increased the RAM as well, 50% more RAM than the previous generation. So what does that mean for you? Well, now all the different programs I've asked her to open up, they're all still running in the background. The more RAM you have, the faster that computer is going to be. So that is a big, big deal, having 50% more RAM than the previous version. But if you happen to watch a movie, and I know it's tough to see on mine, but I know Tamara has a movie playing on the tablet that's down on the bottom. The movie screen on here, not only is it 1080p high definition, it also has Dolby stereo sound.
Wow.
So Tamara, not only are you getting that stunning movie quality experience, you're getting Dolby sound with this as well.
Wow.
So great visual, great audio. This really is that entertainment device to go anywhere throughout the house.
And one that you're not, I mean, it's less than $100. You know, the funny thing is, it used to be that, you know, we would think, well, if I don't pay a lot, then it's not that much quality, right? I would expect something that costs $1,000 to be really good, but I don't really expect something that costs $100 to be good. Well, that had been the case. But the designers for the Amazon Fire said, why shouldn't I be able to have a tablet in my hands that is inexpensive, that can not only do the things I want to do, but do it faster and brighter and with a better screen quality and better visual quality, and have that great sound and be easy to use and have an assistant built in. Why can't I do that for a smaller, more affordable amount of money? And they did, and they made it $150. We made it less. We made it about $50 less than what they made. And it's only because these are our last in quantity that we were able to pick up right off the bat. We originally brought in about 12,000 of these. We have already sold over 9,500 of them. So we're down to our black or olive. You're seeing the tablet itself is $149.99. And then you see the extras that you're getting, which would be another $810 more. Right? For less than the price of the original tablet, and for less than the price of just the vouchers. You're getting all of it. And you're going to get your assistant. If you've ever used anything from Alexa, like Joe, I was saying the other day, I have about 5 Alexa devices in my home, and I just depend on it for weather, for my schedule. What is my schedule for the day? Tell me the news that's going on. To play me a song, you know, those kinds of things. I depend on it. So I love that all of that functionality is built into this tablet in a way that no other tablet is able to do.
And especially if you think about just cooking, I use our Echo and our Alexa just to be able to set timers in the kitchen, and it's so convenient. And when you have that hands-free mode, when you ask her to set a timer and you can visually see it, you can set multiple timers. Like for me and us in the kitchen, it makes a big, big deal. But just talking about the hardware specs real quick, just to make sure we cover everything, there is a camera, a high-definition camera that's on the front. There's also a high-definition camera on the back. So if you want to take photos, if you want to have video chats with your friends and family, no problem. You can easily do that there. There is that little door that's on the side so you can expand the memory from 32 gigs that's built in to add another 1,000 gigabytes. So plenty of storage with it. There is Bluetooth connectivity. So if you want to connect this to a Bluetooth speaker or maybe some earbuds, no problem. You can easily do that. There's also a headphone jack. So if the kids are using the backseat of the car, they've got their headphones, no problem, you're protected there. But if your kids are using this and you happen to see the drop and you're like, oh no, that's ruined, it's totally ruined. This has a new type of glass in this generation. It's called aluminosilicate glass, and that basically means it's extra durable. Drops are not gonna hurt this thing. If you take a sledgehammer to it, yes, you can crack the screen. However, those occasional drops, you know, because I sometimes drop mine, and I've broken many different panels on tablets before. This one I probably dropped a dozen times in the last couple days, not a single crack that's on it. The one thing I do recommend, because this is the bigger one, Amazon sells a 7-inch, they sell a 9-inch. This is the biggest one in the 10-inch. Sometimes it's a little difficult to hold. I highly recommend this thing. It's called G-Hold. We've been selling them here at HSN for years. You guys have been loving it, but it allows you to hold it really with one hand, even for the larger tablets, and it'll fold down flat. So then it's going to fit perfectly inside that case. I highly recommend that. It just makes it easy to be able to really enjoy that Amazon tablet in one hand. They also have additional colors that are available too, but it really makes your life simple by having a good grip on it. But the other thing I'll talk to you about, as a parent, I worry about what happens when my kids get online and I'm not around. The internet is fantastic. However, there's some bad parts to it as well. So there's also some really incredible parental controls that are on there. And one of the apps that's already installed is called Amazon Kids, where it creates a safe portal for your kids to go online to use parent-approved apps and different websites. So you don't have to worry about people aren't going to start chatting with your kids, they're not going to get into websites they shouldn't get into. That really is your safety net that Amazon builds into there. And they're always making that better and always making it safer. So if you're worried about giving this to your kids or to a grandkid and saying, I don't want them to find something they shouldn't find, that's what that Amazon Kids is there for. And also you can put parental controls for times and how much they should be using it if you want to limit screen time. But it's a great thing to be able to have a device that it really can stretch the entire generation. If you're a senior and you're just looking for something to play Candy Crush on and you want a bigger screen compared to your cell phone, this will do it perfectly. If you're someone like me who's middle-aged and I love to watch movies on here so I can get away from the kids and I'll watch a movie on the back patio, this is for me. But if you're also that elementary, a middle school, a high schooler, and tablets are really an essential part of their life, not only socially, but there are apps on here that are educational apps. It really can fit that need too. And the reason why, Tamara, it's the upgraded processor, it's the upgraded RAM, because this is the latest version, not the version from January, the version that just came out. You're getting the latest technology from Amazon.
And you're getting it all. And Joe, to your point, I mean, really from the, really everyone, no matter your age, and no matter what you're planning to do online or to do with your tablet, you can do it with the Amazon Fire. And that's what I love about this, is that you mentioned, if you're a senior, you like to play Candy Crush. My mom loves to play solitaire. That's just one of the things she likes to do, even while she's watching TV.
Have games.
And so if that's your thing, if you're just, that's what I like to do, you can do it very easily and comfortably on a 10-inch like this. When with the octa-core, the fact that things go faster, you can do so much at the same time, it really does matter. It really does matter to be able to have all of that innovation built into your device. You're not gonna buy a new tablet every year, so you want the one that you buy now to be the one that can take you years and years and years into, into the future. And that's what you're getting here with the latest and greatest. And I will say this also. If you have students who are in school and maybe not necessarily college, I'm particularly thinking about 12th grade and younger. And if you are, maybe there will be some version of sometimes they go to school, sometimes they are schooling from home. They're still gonna need to have a way to be connected to their schoolwork and to their classmates. This is an easy and inexpensive way to do it. And while I don't typically say get a couple, like if this were a lipstick, I'd say get a couple of colors. Usually with electronics, it's one that everybody in the house shares. With a feature price like this, if you have several school-aged kids and they all need to be connected at the same time and sharing is not necessarily an option, because we have such a great price, because we have it on FlexPay, because the shipping is already taken care of, and you're getting it home for $33, if you have a couple of school-age kids, each one getting their own just not only cuts down on the arguing, it cuts down on all of that. And they can really focus on their schoolwork and the things they need to do on their own tablet. You've got two color choices, black or olive. And, either they're both great. The olive is the most limited. We did bring in the most in black. You're going to get that voucher to have your own customized case, so each kid can have their own case with their picture or whatever is important to them on it. And then you also get the voucher for extras in terms of entertainment value as well. But I think I'm so happy that we have this at less than $100. And Joe, the fact that whether I'm streaming entertainment, whether I'm doing work, whether I'm sending emails, whether I'm shopping, no matter what I'm doing on my Amazon Fire, I'm doing it faster, I'm doing it more clearly, the sound is better, just across the board, it's great.
It's all been upgraded. And if you've ever had an Amazon device in the past or an Amazon account, all you have to do when you first get this home is put in your Amazon information, your Amazon account you have. And for us, my wife and I were first introduced to